What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be building an army of these Kingdom of Heaven minifigs. We have both the Knights of Ibelin and the Knights of Jerusalem to build, so without further ado, let's get into the speed build. And the army is now complete. My first impressions were that these minifigs are getting way more detailed as we go, and I'll show you guys what I mean by that when we get into the detailed review. First off, I wanted to address these awesome horses that I have, which are the exact same horses that came with the Crusader minifigs, but of course these come with the Jerusalem colors and coat of arms. And here are the 4 types of minifigs that are available. Unfortunately, I don't have the Ibelin versions of these right now, but they have pretty much the same accessories as these guys right here. First up, we have this Jerusalem Knight with a dual colored great helm. He's got a nice shield print with the Jerusalem arms, as well as a cool looking sword with good proportions. By the way, just like the Crusader minifigs, all of these minifigs come with the plastic cape piece, which also covers the torso print. But really, you'd only be using this piece when the minifig is actually mounted, so let's take it off and look at the actual printing. I also want to mention that all these Jerusalem Knights have the same printing on them, so this printing that you see right here will be the same across all minifig types. What I really love about this print in particular are the sides. If I take the arm off for a second, you can actually see how the surcoat fits on the minifig with a belt connecting both sides and the chainmail underneath. I've never seen a proper surcoat be this well represented in LEGO. Next up, we have this Jerusalem Knight with the bassinet, which is a little inaccurate because the bassinet only came around later in the 14th century, way after the Holy Wars. He comes with a mace, which is slightly oversized in my opinion, and a really cool looking shield which I haven't seen before. Now let's talk more about this bassinet that he comes with. At first glance, it looks exactly like the one from Forge Brick, but it is actually yet another stolen design. If I bring up the one from Forge Brick, you can see that the painting and some of the details are way more profound on the Forge Brick bassinet. This other bassinet is a worse version because you can see the mold line going across the entire helmet, ruining the aesthetic. The Forge Brick visor also fits better and functions better as well. Next up, we have the Jerusalem crossbowman right here, who also comes with that same shield that the first minifig had. I have to say, this crossbow is pretty unique. It's pretty small and flat, unlike previous versions we've seen. It also looks to be an early medieval version of a crossbow, which is appropriate here. Here we have a Jerusalem pikeman who also comes with that newer shield. I really like the pike that he comes with. It definitely holds some realism, and I will definitely be getting more of these in the future. I also like the banner piece, which is the same mold from the Crusader banners. Next up, we have the Jerusalem horse. This horse looks awesome as always with the armor. This time around, the saddle area is brown rather than black, which is an improvement from the other Crusader minifigs, and it also comes with a blue waist cape for the rider. This is how a mounted knight would look, super menacing. Now, I don't have the Ibelin horse, but it is exactly the same except for the back part, which would be dark red with a white cross, obviously having the Ibelin coat of arms. Lastly, we have the Ibelin Knight, which also comes with a bassinet, a war axe, as well as a newer shield variant with a printed black cross. I'm a huge fan of this war axe that he comes with. I think it fits the minifig really well. Let's take the cape piece off and see some of that printing underneath, which is again absolutely amazing. This time the side printing shows that the surcoat is fully connected on both sides, which is also realistic. Here's a quick side-by-side printing comparison between the two minifigs. I love how the colors contrast there with the red and white. One thing I wanted to mention is that if you don't like having the bulky cape on the minifig, you can do what I did on my Crusader minifigs, where I cut the front and back part of the piece to where only the chainmail and first section can be seen. You can still see some of the white around the edges, which I can either sand off or leave it on to represent snow. I think this is a great little customization that you can make. I can definitely see this being used for Vikings or any other northern minifigs. Overall, great printing on this Ibelin Knight. Bear in mind that all the other Ibelin Knight variants will have the same printing as this one. Here you can see I mixed and matched these minifigs with some of my own accessories, including some helmets from Forgebrick as well. I also added the older Jerusalem minifigs that are in cyan rather than light blue. Now, I was actually debating on whether I should make a review on these minifigs because they do use stolen designs from Forgebrick, and I just wanted to be clear that I support everything that Forgebrick does, and the last thing I would want to happen is all of their designs to be stolen. But I felt like I had to make this video because everything else about these minifigs is a step in the right direction in terms of accessories and prints. I mean, we get new shield molds, which I'm sure many people can customize to display any other coat of arms. They also come with awesome swords, pikes, crossbows, and maces. On top of that, they represent the Kingdom of Jerusalem as well as the Ibelin Knights, which I know many people wanted to see in LEGO. I know I was interested because these are based on the movie Kingdom of Heaven, which I really enjoyed watching. I even made a Balian of Ibelin minifigure just for fun, and hey, maybe one day I'll be able to make a few scenes from that movie, but who knows. Lastly, I wanted to announce that I will be doing a MOC contest, which was a suggestion made on my Discord server, so if you haven't already, be sure to join using the link below. This MOC contest theme will be about bridge battles, so you can build a bridge of any size and throw a few minifigs to battle it out. It can be based on any time period in history, from ancient all the way to modern. All you have to do to enter is like the video and be subscribed, build your MOC, which should include a bridge and some minifigs, upload 2 to 3 images of your build in the MOC Contest Discord channel on my server. The winner will be announced in a month or so depending on how many people will enter, so I'll try to judge it fairly based on the building techniques, part usage, and overall aesthetics and other criteria. There will also be a winning prize of 4 minifigs from my store, so make sure you enter. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to message me on Discord or here on YouTube. But that's all I've got for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.